Now that I'm off of Jack Conway, the next guy is Steve Franson. Steve is an attorney for, that I know, Highland Heights. Any other cities?
No, just Highland Heights right now.
Steve is running for county attorney. So, Eric, you could ask questions. Anybody doesn't know.
I've heard these questions before.
Eric's my assistant or my helper, or he's the co-chairman, or he's
One of them that you put in jail, right?
one of your I don't think he's been to jail.
Aaron, is it okay if I just tell them who I am?
Go ahead. You probably know the questions.
20 seconds, and I'll just, then ask fire away.
Okay.
As I indicated, I am Steve Franson. I'm running for Campbell County Attorney. I've lived here my entire life. Been married to my wife Debbie for 25 years. I've practiced law here in this county for 28 years. I've got 3 children. 2 of them are at the University of Kentucky. I graduated from the University of Kentucky in 1979. My 3rd one's in 8th grade. And I'm happy to answer any questions you have.
Can you explain the duties of the position you're running, first the position you're running for and the duties involved?
Okay, I'm running for the Campbell County Attorney. And what the duties for the Campbell County Attorney are, essentially, to be the legal advisor to the fiscal court, okay? In addition to that, the county attorney is responsible for defending the county against any lawsuits or litigation that the county finds themselves involved in. And finally, the county attorney is responsible for the prosecution of all misdemeanor cases. That would be anything from a speeding ticket to driving under the influence, assault. And there are some felony duties in that the county attorney is responsible for prosecuting juveniles who are accused of felony crimes. Now, there are some additional statutory duties that I don't want to bore you with the minutia, but primarily those are the duties of the county attorney.
Can you explain your qualifications, experience, education that makes you qualified for the job?
Okay. Well, as I indicated, I graduated from the University of Kentucky in 1979. I've been practicing law for 28 years. Okay, I've been the city attorney for the city of Highland Heights for 23 years. I was an assistant county attorney for 5 years. I was the assistant city solicitor here in the city of Newport for 5 years. I was the city Crestview's attorney for 10 years. And the reason I emphasize this city attorney work is that much of what the county is involved in, any local government, it requires a great deal of knowledge about, obviously, ordinance writing, zoning, planning and zoning issues, JR was talking about before, finance, taxation and finance, bond issues. The city of Highland Heights has issued bonds, I would say 4 or 5 times during my tenure, twice in 2009. So, in addition to all that, I have tried every kind of case that I can think of. And I don't mean I have handled it. I'm talking about taking it from coming into the office all the way through to the trial and up to the appellate courts, all the way to the Kentucky Supreme Court. I don't think you're going to find any other candidate in this race that can say those things. And that's real important. And I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I'm going to segue into this, if that's okay, Eric. One of the things that I want to do as the county attorney is I want the county to consider becoming self-insured. Kent County has been doing this for a long time. Saved Kent County quite a bit of money. You know, one of the questions is how you're going to impact the budget, or how you're going to save taxpayers money. Kent County saves themselves, they estimate, in excess of 6 figures every year by being self-insured. Now, I'm not sure why Campbell County is not self-insured, but I will say this. If we are going to be self-insured, it is absolutely paramount that the county attorney have enough experience and competence to administer that. You know, I don't have to hand it off to an insurance attorney. I've handled these things. I know how to do it myself. I've defended the police. I've defended employment issues. So I probably did get ahead of myself. Eric, I think you're being usurped here.
A couple other things. If or when elected, what would you do to reduce spending in the county and reduce the burden on the county taxpayers?
Okay, well, I think a big part of what I would do is what I just said. Okay, I think that that would help alleviate some of the burden to the county taxpayers. In addition to that, though, I think we need to place a high priority on the collection of child support. When we do that, okay, we take people off of the welfare rolls and put that responsibility where it belongs with the parents. So that would be definitely a high priority as county attorney. Those two things, I think, can offer a benefit to the citizens if I'm the county attorney.
How would you stay in touch with the county, with citizens of Campbell County?
Well, I got to tell you, Eric, I hadn't really thought about that. That's a good question. How would I stay in touch? I guess, you know, I see what some of the other counties are doing. The county attorney over in Kenton County, who I confer with frequently, sends out an email. It's called the summons, a paper. Sends it out throughout the county to let the citizens know what the county attorney is doing, and of course to solicit requests and requests for information. I know that our current county attorney writes an article in the Recorder. I don't know if that's something that only the sitting county attorney can do, but I certainly would be happy to do that. And obviously, you know, my door and my office will, and phone lines will always be open to the citizens that wants to put us here.
You got those stickers all over too. No matter what
Oh,
county you go to. You
talk about the check cashing.
Yeah.
What is the budget of the county attorney, if you know?
I honestly do not. I do not know. And to me, it's...
How many employees are in the county attorney's office?
well, there's approximately, I think, 8 attorneys, assistants, okay? And probably, not counting the child support office, 3 or 4 administrative staff, secretaries.
Legal, so it's an office of 20 people?
It's probably about right. But I do not know what the current budget is.
Well, my question, I think, electing you is electing 20 employees, or the responsibility of 20 employees?
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Question?
I've got one comment and 2 questions. One comment is, saw recently in the paper that you secured $1 million verdict for some injured plaintiffs, and I just want to congratulate you on doing that. That's an accomplishment that not many attorneys can say. My first question is, there was a vacancy in the county attorney's office early in the year. Did you make yourself available for that vacancy? Were you asked, or did you solicit it in any way?
Well, when I found out about it, I did call Judge Penry and told him that I was interested in that.
Was that before the appointment?
It was before the appointment, yes. The impression I got from the judge was that until I had received my call, that he had already made up his mind on that. I really kind of found out accidentally. I didn't.
Are you a Democrat or Republican?
I'm a Republican, and I have always